Welcome to Lesson 15, and this one deserves a moment of silence before we begin. Meet RE, two small letters that can erase a file, a folder, or an entire career in a single keystroke. Sarah's situation is simple. Her downloads folder is overflowing with old PDFs, screenshots, half-installed apps, and she wants it gone. But in Linux, there is no recycle bin, no trash, no undo. When RM deletes something, it's gone forever. So what's actually happening under the hood? When you run RM, the file system unlinks the directory entry and marks that disk space as free. From your point of view, the file simply vanishes. Yes, forensic tools can occasionally claw something back, but treat that as a miracle, not a plan. Remember the three truths: no trash bin, no undo, and one quiet hero, the -I flag, which pauses to ask before every single deletion. Slow, yes. Life-saving, absolutely. So let's make that hero a habit from day one. Run your very first RM with the -I flag and watch what happens. RM pauses, names the file out loud, and waits for your yes. You type Y, test.txt is gone, important, txt stays untouched, exactly as intended. And here's the move that locks it in forever. Drop alias rm equals rm-I into your bash ars. Tiny inconvenience, enormous safety net. Now, with that safety habit in place, it's time to meet two flags that demand real respect. -R is recursive. It's what lets RM enter folders and delete everything inside, and without it, RM politely refuses to touch a directory at all. -F is force. It never prompts, never warns, and quietly overrides even your -I alias. Combine them as -RF, and you've built the most dangerous two letters in Linux: silent, recursive, unstoppable. Never type that combo by reflex. And here it is, the command itself, rm-rf/, recursive, forced, starting at the root of your entire file system. Every file, every program, every config, every memory of your system, gone mid-execution with no undo. Modern distros do block this by default, requiring a special flag called no preserve root. But please, never lean on that safety net. Respect the command, always. So let's step away from the doomsday scenarios and watch someone actually do this right. Meet Sarah, cleaning out her downloads folder. 3 steps every time. First, ls. Look before you leap, see exactly what's in there. Second, rm-I, and she names the files explicitly. No wildcards, no shortcuts, just oldinstaller.dmg and junk.zip, confirming each one with a Y. Third, ls again to verify only the right things vanished. Screenshot an important PDF, still safe, no accidents. That's the rhythm. Now, Sarah's rhythm protects her, but let's look at 2 mistakes that have genuinely wiped out production systems. The first is the wildcard typo. You mean rm*.tmp, but one stray space turns it into rm*space.tmp, and the shell expands that star to everything in the folder. The second lives in scripts rm-rf$dir/build, but if that variable is empty, you've just told Linux to recursively delete /build at the root. Preview with ls first, check your variables, always. Which brings us to 3 habits that turn RM from a chainsaw into a precision tool. First, ls before RM, same wildcard, just preview what you're about to hit. Second, when in doubt, CP the file somewhere safe first. A backup costs nothing, regret is permanent. And third, looking ahead to Lesson 16, use find to pinpoint exactly the right files by age, size, or pattern, then delete. Preview, save, filter, pair every RM with one of these, and you'll never lose sleep over a deletion again. Now it's your turn, but only inside a sandbox. Build yourself a practice folder first. Make your RM practice, drop in a few empty files in a subfolder, and then work through the 3 drills. Delete atxt with rm-I and say yes. Try btxt the same way, but this time say no and watch the file survive. Finally, remove the back folder with rm-ir, answering each prompt as it comes. 3 small reps and the safety reflex becomes muscle memory. And just like that, Stages 03 is complete. You can now create, copy, move, and delete files and folders with the safety mindset to do it responsibly. That's the core of file management mastered. Next up, Stages 04 shifts from making things to finding them, starting with Find in Lesson 16. See you there?